I trust DM to call for a good Phoenix game.
Yeah.
Despite being against the Ursa, I feel like he saw something in this game that we didn't. And I would trust that. He's the best Phoenix player in the world.
Is Locket Phoenix a thing that I need to?
It could be. But you want Fire Spirits, you could buy it later. It seems like Locket anything.
Maybe Shiva's Rush is the thing.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah.
Some Yule Shiva maybe against the Ursa.
Yeah, Yule's is good for sure. That's all.
All right, it's time for an elimination game. A loser is going to be eliminated from DreamLeague Season 27, and winner gets a date with Extreme Gaming. Let's find out which team it's going to be with our casters. It's Odie Pixel and Quinn.
San Korabos Kor Koramord.
"30 seconds to battle."
Game 3 time, ladies and gentlemen. Both teams ready to go here already. OG coming into the Paravision side of the map with this smoke to maybe look for some early action. They're going to have to set up here with a disruption. OG will almost certainly be first blood. Are they able to give it the Yo patch? Not quite, but they'll still be happy with that as a team. First blood here for Tims, as OG are able to find that action. Game 3, and I'm looking forward to this one, Quinn. I do feel that both teams, they're giving us something different compared to what they've both been showing us so far this series. You know, we saw Game 2 what happened from OG's side of things when they tried to run back something similar. They changed it up, and over on the other side, Paravision, they changed it up as well.
They really are. This is very classic Paravision style. The weird four, the DM on the offlane Phoenix, they've got very little draft integrity on the Paravision side. It's a lot of the skirmishing, sort of weirdness, the getting farm, the kiting, whereas OG, their draft makes a lot more sense together. It's just, have they been counterpicked by Paravision? That's the big question.
Easy. Yes, there with the Sunstrike. And yeah, eyes on actually top lane, because Natsumi taking quite a hit here from these two. He'll be fine with the Shadow Word. But as we've already seen, signs of pressure will certainly be on to him between these two. We'll see how much the DM Phoenix can do to slow down the Ursa in the laning phase. But some of these matchups, because you were talking to me about this, right? The mid lane. What did you sort of think about the Lesh coming in?
I mean, Invoker's typically considered a counter to the Lesh. I'm a bit surprised they picked the Lesh into it. It's not the best Lesh game ever. It is good with Shadow Demon, and it can be pretty good with Warlock too. You get this magic damage bro who goes in, uses the heals, you can use the Disseminate, but it's not good against Invoker. It's not good against Phoenix. It's like it's a weird pick. I'm not totally sold on it. The lane should be fine. He's 4 and 3 against the 8 and 1, so roughly even. He's got 3 creeps coming under tower that he'll probably get. But definitely not some free Lesh game. And the hero's Misanthropy facet has also been nerfed, so it's not the same Mega Burst Boy it was before. Not totally sold on this pick.
So when you look at the overall lineups, do you have a bit more faith in one of them coming into this Game 3?
I think if OG can get out of lanes in a reasonable state, I think their draft is better together. But right now they're getting really smacked bottom. And Centaur, being a part of the game early on, is a big part of their draft. They gave the accursed Jakiro hero. Everyone knows the most broken laner. They opted to ban the Slaughter instead, and they also keep banning this Viper. So giving this hero, and it looks like their offlane is paying the price so far.
Sure, and of course, one of the similarities of Paravision's lineup, but from Game 2, we are getting Satanic on the Kez again. Had a fantastic time in that second game. So if they're able to set him up for this free start in the lane, he is going to be warmed up and ready to go for round 2 with the Kez. As you can see on the CS, pretty much perfect stuff here from him in the safe lane, thanks to the presence of this Dakalis Jakiro.
And you know, we didn't really touch on it too much, but 9 class playing his super annoying Monkey King. The Slark is banned, and he says, you know what? I'm done with range fours. I'm back to my melee shenanigans. Shenaniganize he will.
And how good does it look this game? Like, can the Monkey King, does it have potential to be quite annoying for some of these heroes on OG?
Yeah, I think he's definitely got some places he can gank, especially if the safe lane is going so well. He can TP there and gank. He can help his Phoenix in the lane and ensure that DM has a good start. And Jakiro can also, we saw last game, and the game before, OG being the ones using the gate. Ducalis, he's probably going to be the one with the freedom to gate this game, as there's no way this Kaz is going to get pressured.
Oh yeah, Satanic definitely having the setup already to be able to hold his own down here. Nico, relatively low. Definitely has to be careful on these early levels. It's CS, 18-4 against the 16-7. Very close between the two of them in the laning.
It is even, but I think it being even favors the Invoker. Is he's much happier in a sort of chilling, flat position, whereas Leshrac, he wants in balance. He wants to find these openings to use that Eden to get kills. He's in a static, stale game. I think it can be difficult for OG to fight in this early game. Some great spells from Paravision's heroes. And your Warlock not going to be joining very early, and your Centaur's having a terrible lane.
Just getting completely zoned. Sunstrike comes in, and with the Echo Slash from Satanic, they'll be able to take him out. So,
strapped to your chest.
And definitely, as you say, sort of doing what OG was doing against them in some of the other games, coming in with these early moves. This time around, it's Paravision making these plays. 9-class heading down there and ensuring that this bottom lane goes even further in Paravision's advantage. Tims. Not to run, does get clipped by the Boundless. And the Sunstrike. It's a lot of damage. I mean, these two supports running across the map, causing issues very much here for OG. As they're setting up a lot. And I'll tell you what, so far so good for no one. He is not missing a Sunstrike.
No, he is not. And they're looking at Yopaj here. Going up super far. Just be really careful.
We will head the safe way back. And does have TPs coming in, but still is going to get zoned out a little bit. Multiple TPs, in fact, coming in here from OG. They want to make sure that Paravision do not get away with this. They have the disruption set up. The Boundless Strike comes in. OG, they won't get any kills out of this, but they will at least, of course, keep Yopaj safe and able to stick around for the wave.
One bright spot for OG is that Asumi is doing very well up top, up 800 net worth on Phoenix, and Phoenix is not a hero that plays particularly well from behind. Especially against this bear. In the mid game, he can absolutely get his egg eaten alive.
Finding some good setup here as 9-class. Let's use the Boundless to hold back Yopaj, but some good body blocks come into play. Tims and Scam able to ensure that 9-class is off the map for a little bit.
Nico continuing to get punished down here. Only 11 CS at 6 minutes. That is rough.
That is, they're very much
than 2 CS a minute.
That's true. They are giving him even more of a taste of sort of the experiences that Nico was having to go through. No, not sorry, Nico. DM was having to go through right in the other two games, where we very much saw DM being the one that did not get a start in the off lane. Top lane, Natsumi's getting dope, but he's actually sort of standing his ground, trying to fight back. It won't work out here for Natsumi as he does fall. DM healing up, will survive the tower hits. So 9-class, they might have been able to kill him up whilst he was around over in their triangle, but as soon as he's back on the map, he's straight back to making plays.
DM is going to be 6 soon. That means this top lane is going to get really scary. Jakiro's gating, and Ursa cannot inhabit this area anymore. Lesh's TP can do one from base, but it's not that strong of a TP. Phoenix is pretty much unkillable in this egg.
Oh, they got to be careful around here.
Lesh's TP. 9-class spots it, I think. Absolutely spots
this
it.
is around.
Yeah.
And the scan's been hit though, so OG know that someone was watching from the tree line. Bottom lane. Good for the setup.
There's no way they have damage for this.
Yeah, nowhere near enough. Satanic's fine and has Ducalis and 9-class by his side.
Somehow OG is sort of holding on net worth, but it does feel like they're falling behind in this early game. Track is keeping up with Invoker for the most part.
Getting good setup. Disruption will only buy a little bit of safety for Tims. The slashes come in. Another kill for Satanic. Again, having this complete free farm in this lane. Getting handed a couple of kills in this laning stage to him.
So much aggressive potential from this Paravision lineup. 9-class has been everywhere this game. The support duo of Paravision putting in some heavy work. They're going to look at this rune. Yopaj will get it. But not without taking some... Oh, okay. Okay.
I mean, a lot of damage here with the cold snap on the meatball. Defensive destruction will come into play for Tims. Dive forward for DM. He's ready to go with a supernova. They can't kill this egg. They've just got to run, and that's not going to be an option for Yopaj. Caught underneath it. 9 Class doesn't even end up ticking out. He survives. These early game moves just looking that little bit hotter from Paravision this time round.
It's a big TP from DM. Very clutch. Seeing that fight going down. I'm not sure if he is the one who reads it or if someone calls for it, but the great TP, a big kill, and Leshrac, this is not a game where you can be behind. You have to go the Blink first. You really want the Kaya after, but without a BKB in this game, it's hard to see a world in where he's not just insta-killed.
This down bottom, they're going for the dive play. The Sunstrike hits.
Gosh.
They have done so much with this Sunstrike pressure. Every single play that's come out, no one, he's had a Sunstrike ready to throw into it. Barely missing any of them. And getting involved again this time, of course, the luxury of that last hit with it as well. That'll be his Midas done. Coming out here 9 minutes in.
It is interesting to buy the Midas still on the Invoker. The XP, a huge component for that Invoker. Cares more about the levels than he does the gold. We'll buy it anyway. This Ursa, yeah, it's his old forest. That means no top lane for him. Most likely until this comes back up. There's no Stampede.
Skem tries to clear him out of the trees with the Golem, but he's off the mark. And now he might just be dead for this. Satanic's here. Sunstrike's in. Another one for no one. OG, they got to slow things down. Because at the moment, Paravision, they're a step ahead on all fronts.
I'm not sure how they slow things down. Where can they make moves? How can they respond to this pressure from Paravision? Centaur is not joining anything for a long time. And Leshrac, it was the last pick, but I don't know if it's the last pick you want. It just doesn't fight that well against these heroes. You want something mobile, something slippery against these DOTs and slows from Paravision, but a lack of hard lockdown. Lesh is the complete opposite. He hates playing against all this damage over time, all this gunk he has to run into in this game. I worry for Yopaj's ability to actually get involved until he gets that Blink Dagger at a minimum.
At the least, it will have quite the stacks here for them set up, as we saw there on the numbers. Much more than has been done on Paravision's side. Taking a lot of damage, though, there, Yopaj.
I don't think he can even farm this.
I don't think, yeah, he's not got the mana to clear this.
No, I don't know if
careful.
Brother.
They need to, obviously. They've got to clear this before Paravision gets some sort of glimpse of this area.
Structures are fortified.
It's a dead mid tower, a top net worth Satanic on a not a bad one. And the pressure is mounting for OG. We've seen them fall multiple times in this spot. Around this 6th place, it's been the barrier they haven't been able to break yet.
Man, they're ready to start diving up to tier 2. Sims is going to come up with a defensive disruption. There's a little bit of safety for Skem, and it looks to be enough. Skem will survive.
Bottom tower won't last long.
Sumi pushing in top in the meantime. They're going to lose bottom tower as well. Satanic pushes the wave in. Batting up down here.
Yeah, it's just going to be a crazy Deslo timing on the Kez this game.
It is.
Makes such a fast start. Doesn't get the last on the tower. That little bit of missed efficiency, but still, yeah. Desolator, 800 gold away for Satanic this game.
DM level 8 with the Vessel in line. He wants to fight, fight, fight. So incredibly strong. OG is doing a good job of keeping the efficiency up. Only 2k down, despite how tough it feels for them to interact with the Paravision heroes. Need to find some timing that allows them to punch back a little bit. Because right now, Paravision can do whatever they want on the map.
Scary times here for OG. Not afford to get caught.
Bounty.
Now we're looking on the Battle Fury timing for Ursa. Still just under 600 gold away, so things considered, Jen. Definitely not the worst of timings for Natsumi. Should still have a good chance of getting his farm online. No one. Definitely going to be a problem this game. Already has been. 2-0-4. Fantastic Sunstrikes. And with Midas, Atos already online here, 12 minutes in. Playmaking is absolutely an option from him. This Invoker is something to be feared.
He is, 100%. I think the hope and the bright spot for OG is that Paravision's heroes No normal blink stuns, no traditional structured lineup. It's not a, you look at this lineup, Spirit would never pick this, right? It's very much this skirmishing, it's tempo.
Yeah.
It's we build a lead and we play off the fact that we have a gold advantage because our heroes are good at this early game. So OG can win a fight, they can pull themselves back into shape a little bit. Definitely see them turn things around.
I guess the sort of question is when you're playing against 9 class on his Monkey King, how do you play against? Like, how do you stop him from being able to get this kind of vision advantage upon you? Do they have tools to prepare themselves for the fact that the Monkey King at any moment could be sort of setting the vision up for Paravision? Good dodge there from Satanic.
That was nice. In an ideal world, I think you become strong enough that you just don't care that he sees you. You can just push down lanes, you can chat up, and sure, someone's looking at you, but the guy looking at you does no damage, and you don't really care.
This is a good move. Straight to the top. Is the Ursa going to be ready for this one?
Doesn't. Oh, maybe he does know. He doesn't go for the Ancients.
Okay.
He knows.
Let's see. Is he going to stick around for both of these camps on the way back, or is he going to keep moving?
Might live even if he hits the camps. They do have the Stampede, and they have TPs.
See how ready they are sort of to press those buttons in response, because Natsumi,
They're trying to chain stun him.
they're getting closer. There's the boundless into the control. They easily have him. No way to get out of that one at all. Doesn't even get the enrage off.
And they were trying to get in range of the boundless strike into the ice path, and they executed perfectly with the silence from Satanic as well.
Trying to find 9 class.
Oh, it's so annoying. Playing against this crap is the worst. Like, leave me alone. Hopping on these trees, just, oh, it's the worst. You can see how claustrophobic it is for OG. They were rushing up there to try to get these kills because they just desperately want to find something. The bottom tower remains alive in all of this, still quite healthy. Vision, 3 tier 1s taken and 3 tier 1s alive for themselves. They are absolutely in control of this game, and OG just left responding constantly.
All of these 3 cores of Paravision is just going to be scaling like absolute nightmare. You know, this, of course, is Midas that's fueling this. What's going to be a very fast Aghanims timing on top of the Atos for the Invoker. You know, the fact that DM's got his bots online, he can be everywhere and anywhere across the map. And then also, obviously, Satanic still top net worth here on the Kez, and no signs of him being slowed down. We're going to see OG now start to step out a little bit up top, but Paravision, I think they won't mind signing up for this fight.
They're standing on a ward. They need to be really careful here.
Dire are scanning for enemies.
I think OG realized the scan's hit. They do not want to end up walking into an unfavorable fight against Paravision right now. They've got to get out of here.
Good dodge. They would have caught there. Could have been disastrous.
Can you smoke towards Invoker?
They're going to try.
Tower is about to take the
OG and Owen on the same wavelength, but no one sniffs it out
He does.
way beforehand, gating back. Oh, or is he?
Or is he going to stick around for these creeps?
Uh-oh.
He's going to start farming his way back along the bottom line of the creeps, which might... Well, he's being careful, though. You can... He senses something, that's for sure. But does he sense it enough?
Looks like no.
But with the Ghost Walk, Sentry's laid down, but the stun is there.
He's under attack.
Get off the Tornado and the Deafening Blast. He's making them work for it. Drops down the Ice Wall, but they'll be able to get over it and will manage to get that kill.
And this is the first time I've seen Misanthropy Leshrac since the nerf. It looks terrible. The damage is so much slower. At this point, just take Chronoptic Nourishment. Holy cow. I worry for this Lesh's impact in this game because that Invoker kill took way too long, considering this guy was completely alone.
And Paravision, they might have lost an Invoker down on the bottom lane, but the rest of them ready to go into the Roshan with the Desolator on Satanic. And obviously knowing that OG very much elsewhere on the map, there's going to be no likelihood of interruptions. This Roshan will be theirs. And of course, always brutal to be able to force these early Roshes against the team that have the Ursa.
It was big, and Kez with the BKB almost finished. And the Aegis, he will be trying to look similar to that last game. OG maybe getting a bit of deja vu. This fearsome bird stacking up items.
Sort of the The best thing they sort of have, I guess, to fall back upon in this game, in that matchup, is the fact that they do have this Ursa, right? If Natsumi can get into a position where he's got that BKB on top of the Blink and the Battle Fury, there absolutely is a world where he can get on top of the Kez and just sort of out DPS the Kez when it's sort of that kind of 1v1 trying to take down each other situation. It's not going to be easy to find, obviously, with all the tools the Paravision have around him, but it is absolutely something that can cause issues for the Kez down the line. It is.
Paravision remains that starting a team fight, it's not easy for them. It's a monkey stun into an ice path, into a sunstrike. It's very delicate. It's skillful. It's this back and forth, very kiting specific style from Paravision. Oh, hello there, brother.
Nico has the stampede, but he's not going to get the chance for it. Silenced into stun.
Paravision controlling those gates really well, giving them kill threat on both side lanes, and that means this Tormentor is going to be very difficult to fight for OG. They will not have the pipe finished up by then, meaning Centaur is going to be pretty much useless for this fight. I question if they should even go for this, because BKB Aegis, ooh, it's not an easy fight to take.
So even when Natsumi has the BKB online, what's his role going to be in the fight? So just sort of sit back and wait for the Kez to show themselves, get the jump on him? Are you looking to sit back, get ready to just and hit the egg, take the egg out with the Fury swipes once the team fight kicks off? You know, what's Natsumi's priorities?
You definitely have to pick and choose your targets carefully. If you see a Jakiro you can burst, a Phoenix that you can burst, you do have sort of a jumping combo between the Lash and the Ursa, so they can jump together and they can potentially burst the hero. He does have to be careful about who is around from Paravision, because if he commits first and then Kez locks onto him, there's no fighting back right now. The Aegis, you will go down and you'll only burn the Aegis, and that is not a trade you're happy with.
Dire's top tower
Comments time. Paravision. They'll be able to tear up for this.
It's all for free. Just scouting Cataclysm in the meantime to make sure they aren't smoking, and they are not. Nowhere near. OG just farms up, gives it up, because they know they have no business. Shard for Monkey. It's pretty good. It's a pretty good shard. Gonna make him even more annoying to kill if that were possible.
He's gonna be in and out of these team fights like nobody's business.
Also got the hop to level 5, so Simeon Stride Fasta has been activated. He is now omnipresent.
We've been able to catch him the once this game. Outside of that, pretty much everywhere. 1-1-7, involved in 8 of the 9 kills. We'll see top. Yopaj, he get caught by the Boundless. Satan's really trying to have this. The Golem will get dropped down on towards the two of them. Killed off to Carlis. They might have the chance to take the Aegis out of the hands of Satanic. He's falling pretty low. Back off with the parry. So he dive forward off TM. Doesn't want to commit him with the egg in this position.
He could have got stomped there. Nico definitely could have canceled that dive, and they might have killed the Phoenix there.
I mean, I think, yeah, if you're OG, you want to try and poke a little bit more here. You've been able to take the Jakiro away. You know that Satanic's not in the healthiest of positions. HP's low. Sure, he still has the Aegis, but this might be that little bit of a chance for OG to strike Paravision by surprise. We'll see if Paravision expect this. They are splitting up. If Satanic's on his own, OG might have the chance to take him out twice. Looks like they're going to... coming back into the game. They want to dive this straight in under the tower as quickly as he's back in. He's going to be back out to Carlis. TPs are coming in though. Can Yopaj get out of it? Doesn't go in for the dive underneath the tier 1 to make this play. Is there anything they could do to save him? Going to be up in the air. The Wukon's command laid down, waiting for him on the way back down. Cold snaps there. Yopaj might have got the Jakiro a second time, but it costs him his life.
Not the worst death ever, as your Centaur is pushing down top lane and Ursa's pushing down bottom, so it's used for efficiency. It's not like they're bringing 5 heroes there and blobbing around, so you can see the network doesn't even change really, and at the very least Yopaj does get the last hit as well, so roughly even, I'd say, to be honest.
And I guess this is also sort of moments where Aegis is in the hands of Paravision, and with this sort of action that you're throwing at them on their side of the map, it's stopping them from being able to get away with something like a tier 2 tower.
Yeah. You maintain some control of the map, continue to farm up, and if you look at Dota Plus, it's only saying 52% for Paravision because of that draft discrepancy. Paravision, their heroes They need a lead. They cannot play without one. And they have gotten it. They put themselves in a great position to win with their draft. But if any mistakes arise...
Oh, look at this down bottom. On a 9 class, get the quick setup. Natsumi's going to show himself with the blinks there just in time. Won't be able to get the catch onto him, so it's just scam to fall. But no, for sure, very, very much a situation in which I feel that we have seen Ursa's being able to carry their way out of in some of the previous series. You know, you cannot forget about the potential of this hero. It can just sort of just destroy most cores in these sort of situations in the fight. If you get that jump, this hero will provide the damage to burst even the most farmed targets.
Definitely can. BKB online. It's Shadow Demon to help him out. Warlock having the Solar Crest, Stampede Pipe. He's got a lot of tools to aid him. It's not just a solo bear. It's a bear and all his friends. It's like Winnie the Pooh as he TP's up the top lane.
See if they can make the connection here. Coming up towards the Tormentor. Paravision starting to back off from this corner of the map though, so OG won't quite catch them with this sweep.
No one showing anywhere else. Midwave pushed all the way in. Look where it sits, how close to the tier 2. It becomes incredibly obvious where the smoke is going to. Paravision trying to finish that butterfly, which is going to totally change this matchup. And Ursa and Kez. Now Shiva's done as well on Phoenix. They are building the anti-Ursa items. Trying to deal with this Natsumi bear, knowing he is the key to OG's comeback here. Only 11-5.
Bit of a slowdown. I mean, from Paravision, what are you looking towards next? Are you looking to try and accelerate the game, or is it sort of maintain this setup for the next Roshan?
I think they'll just be farming and playing for pickoffs until this next Aegis. No one's ghost walking down bottom. He walks on a sentry if he's not careful. They do kill the lane obs that he was looking towards, so... I think they're trying to finish this butterfly, and then at this point, Roche can start spawning in 10 seconds, and then you're like, all right, we're just playing for Roche, guys.
One's trying to mess around with him here. Disruption comes in onto Nico.
Being a bit annoying. No real kill threat here. Be forcing some reactions, scaring OG a little bit, but continue to farm. Natsumi has the shard, so he gets that extra bit of burst damage. Can definitely cut through this Jakiro pretty much instantly. Maybe even the Invoker and Phoenix if they're not careful. With the butterfly, Satanic is probably off the table. But with a chain stun, even him, they've got the Centaur Stomp into the Lesh Stomp. They're not without tools.
Oh, and an amplified damage ring ready for the next fight here in the bottle for Natsumi. Oh, 9 class. Gonna get the vision to start things off. They dive for it from DM. Doesn't want to commit yet with the Supernova. They burnt the mana of Nico. Caught here with the glide near, off from the side. They're trying to come in with the wraparound Natsumi. He's got a pop to the side with the Enrage though. Step back away from Satanic. Rest of OG coming in from the bottom side of the fight. Yopaj is in, but as soon as he's out, they put the Stampede, they back off. They respect the fact that Satanic put the BKB, but at the same time, Yopaj also had to bump his own. Nico tries to get back in there. They'll drop the golem down. Natsumi's in as well, trying to kill off Satanic, but the Raptor dance goes off. Satanic survives. OG, they have to bail out of this one. The barrel is coming onto Yopaj. The Sunstrike and deconnecting onto Natsumi as he tried to escape the edge of the team fight. Paravision clean up. They get the 3 of them. They're not done yet. 9 class closing the gap, setting up with the Yule Scepter, ready for Satanic to claim another triple kill for him. OG, they tried their hardest there to get a fight going, but they just get completely demolished by Paravision.
They were not on the same page, going on different targets, getting a little bit messy and split in these fights. Moments like that are where being an older school team, having some veteran players that have been at that absolute top tier level comes in clutch. The communication, the calls, structure and consistency. It's not quite there for OG yet as they messed up this team fight, and now with Roche on the horizon, that is not a team fight you want to lose as Paravision look towards it. With another Aegis on Kez. Oof, that's a rough spot to be in.
You see again here, you know, Nico very much wanted to keep the fight going. They still had the rock ready to drop, but DM Supernova was there. It didn't matter. The Satanic's BKB came to an end. You see the Sunstrike beautifully placed there around the tier 2, catching Natsumi as he tried to escape. And no one's just been controlling these fights perfectly, and it is so hard for OG to fight into Paravision right now, and it's only getting more and more difficult now, down 14k. And for the next 5 minutes, having to play again into another Aegis on Satanic.
I feel like you can maybe feel the pressure getting to OG a little bit. It doesn't feel like they're playing quite as crisp as they were in that game 1. You can feel the tournament hopes on the line. They know they're down gold. They know their position is not easy. They're going to muster on anyway, looking for whatever opportunity they can find.
And if they've got any sort of big items around the corner.
I mean, the MKB is around the corner, up a hill, through 2 doors. Next house over. It's not quite there yet. BKB online as well. We've seen how much he's been able to throw out in these team fights. Now, even if they find him, unlikely to be able to stop him from getting his full combo off as the Invoker. This who's taken on the bottom, Satanic, with many minutes of Aegis. Paravision, so many options on how they want to move forward here from this point.
Tower is under attack.
This Monkey King continues to be a menace. In that last fight, he just is so hard to kill, always scouting them, kiting, poking, getting so many of those boundless strikes off. He is a thorn in their side that they just can't pull out.
He's done a crazy amount here for Paravision. OG starting to prepare themselves for the fact that Paravision are likely to approach the high ground. Natsumi's standing at the front though. He's got to be careful. He gets out with the blink. DM diving in. Getting some fire spirits out for now. Force back the CPs from OG. Get them pushed back into their base.
And their base is not where they want to be. They want to be out on the map farming so they can catch up. Natsumi is trying to finish that MKB. He will probably get it before the next big fight, but will it be enough? Satanic now completed on Satanic, his namesake item. .605. He's had a great showing so far in both of these Kez games.
Yeah, I gotta say, I feel like no more Abaddon. You know, we've got to be seeing Satanic on these Kez's, these active carries. He just gets to be an incredibly flashy player, and it's just doing that much better.
Look at this top. What on earth is that?
That's an Alacrity Kez.
Excuse me? What is this? Holy crap.
Well, that's the mid-rack, Scott.
They're not fast. Their bottom axe is going to die the same way.
There we go. Alacrity's up.
This is crazy.
Fortification out, Yopaj. Stun onto 9 class, but nobody else wants to be jumping outside of the base right now on OG. Natsumi, he's so close. He's pretty much got the money for the MKB, but he needs to somehow get out and get that Demon Edge.
We got it. He got it. Pick and he swooped to behind.
All right, it's coming back. It's coming back. So he's going to have it here for the defense.
Yasha completed for Yopaj, so can get that stun off a little bit quicker. You can't kill this Kez until the Aegis is gone at a minimum. Even then, it's not going to be easy, but it's impossible right now. So OG may just wait out this Aegis, let the gold lead continue to grow in hopes that they get that one key comeback fight. In the meantime, 9 class is dewarding all your wards with that gem. You're losing your control, your grip on the map.
Tormentor, Paravision. We're ticking off all the boxes here as they move forward with this advantage. It's game 3. Elimination game, everything on the line here for both of these teams. The 9 class found the setup. They've got the catch. They'll get the kill.
Good grief.
Nico gone, DM ready to dive in for more. They found Tim's off to the side. He'll try and hold them back with the disruption, but 9 Class and Satanic collapsing upon him. As Tim's gone. Pash will catch no one here with the opening stun. They'll drop the golem and naturally they've killed him off. A huge kill. They'll try and look towards the supernova, but they can't get the hits in. They've got to kite it out, bail off for now, but they'll be happy if they can sort of just take a moment to relax here. They just managed to get a very free kill as no one makes a very uncharacteristic mistake there, stepping up to the base on the front. He was not expecting to walk into a Lesh stun, but that's exactly what he did.
No, that was a very peculiar decision. He kind of just, you're right, he just walked up and said, hello, guys. And they said, hello, bam, and knocked him back down like a whack-a-mole.
You got to be careful. Sure, I get it. At the moment, Paravision, they feel that they have this incredible lead, but we've many a time seen this sort of lead slip away. And sometimes those sort of mistakes can be the beginning of losing your grip on a game like this. So Paravision, as close as they might be to getting the victory, they've got to be careful still. OG, they still bite back hard. And we're going to see them get another kill here as they chase down Ducalis.
Indeed.
They're going to try and fight here. Satanic's still incredibly strong. Onto Yopaj. They're trying to get Yopaj out of it, but he cannot get away from the Kez. Satanic tears him apart, and now Natsumi, they know he's here. He's got Blink up in a second, but 9 Class in on top of him, has to use setup. Ice Buff on the way back down. They'll kill off the Ursa on top of it. And he is out without buyback. 70 seconds. The Ursa is dead. Paravision, it could look to be ready to run it down another lane.
And this Kez is just going crazy. They have no answers for him this entire game. Free lane, great moves, great team fights. Satanic has been everywhere.
Is about to take the plunge.
And now he's only headed to one place, and that's your base.
How do OG slow this push down? Down to 27k. Already, the setup's there inside of the base. They just dive in, kill off Nico. He's gone. Tier 3, the barracks falling immediately here to the damage of Satanic on this incredibly farmed Kez. A hero that's, stonks are definitely rising as this tournament goes on. That we saw it, the other day from Arme. A different build, the Battle Fury approach popping off. These 2 games with the Desto approach absolutely popping off. These Kez players are getting pretty good, Quinn.
Bye. Fox are most certainly up, and then the throne is going down. What is his damage? Hello?
I mean, OG, they're going to get the chance to slow this down. I don't know if the Cataclysm comes out from no one. We'll have everyone back in play. They do get the courier. I think the Creeps probably got the courier there of no one, so that's at least a Hex out of the play. But 35k lead here for Paravision. They've got the Mega Creeps. OG here trying their best to hold on into the tournament, but up against the Mega Creeps and not really with the best measures to deal with them. They are in a tough spot.
Down 35k at 35 minutes.
Yeah, that 1k a minute rule very rarely gets turned around.
That is calling it a tough one would be a gross understatement.
That's fair.
It is a Herculean feat for them to come back from this position. Entire Hex on 9 Class, Refresher on DM, and almost level 25 on the Kez.
I didn't enjoy this. Dire are scanning for enemies. To my fiends.
And they can just wait for Roche.
Yep.
They're going to.
They're not in a rush. Absolutely not. They want to take this victory as safely as possible, Paravision.
Definitely will, and it's the shortest Roche spawn of all time. I think it was literally instant.
Oh yeah, it might have been actually. Yep.
So, Paravision, they won't have to wait long. With this Aegis, I can't imagine what would stop them heading to OG's base.
What is it going to take to lose this sort of lead? I mean, you've got to kind of get caught by something like 5-man Who Stomp into 5-man Split Earth into sort of like Natsumi on the Ursa cleaving through the whole team.
You need 5-man Fatal Bonds, 5-man Who Stomp.
Oh, that's true. With the 5-man, yeah. That's probably sort of what the 0.1% that OG's got right now to turn this one around. We'll see if they can find it.
Dire's Ancient is under attack.
Paravision are ready to close this up. Heading straight over towards the Ancient, laying down the Wukongs to start off the action. I mean, as we saw before, if the Kez gets on the Ancient, the game's just going to be over. He's jumped forward. He will get caught by the head. doesn't matter. Disruption comes out, they drop the golem on towards him, but they can honestly just hit the Ancient, get themselves on and forward in the tournament, and they will. GG is called. Paravision move on, knocking OG out.
After that game one, Paravision, they got it together. They woke up, clean up their gameplay, clean up their drafts, pick Satanic, a real hero for him.
Yep.
And
my goodness, that is a real hit.